Hi everybody, welcome to my little corner where there is no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a good day and you're ready to make some beautiful things with your scraps. So this year, I'm sure you're well aware, but I try to mention it in every video because I want these ladies to be lifted up because they are so talented. I created a hop and I invited all my crafty friends to join me this year for Scraps to Embellishments, where they take their scraps, they do with the weekly theme that we do over on Ginger's Corner Facebook group, and they show you things that they would create with that theme. So it is so much fun and I really hope you're enjoying it. My crafty friends Emily, Joanne Bartell, Kelly, I'm trying to think, Michelle McCants, MK Gunn, I could just keep going, Mel, lots of beautiful, I know I'm forgetting people. Dawn is gonna join us, Sherry, no, that's not right, she's my captain. See, too many names, I get them all mixed up. Terry, they rhyme. Terry and many others are joining. Now I have one playlist, so you can just click on that playlist and you can find everyone. But in the event that something happened and they didn't get added, I do have each individual created listed in the description. So I hope you will join us. If swapping embellishments is something you would like to do, come over to the Facebook group, Ginger's Corner, and have some scrappy friend with like-minded, beautiful community. Very encouraging. We just have a couple rules. There's no wrong way. And two, you give and receive with a loving heart. Sometimes you'll give more, sometimes you'll receive more, but just enjoy the crafting because we all have different papers. We all have different styles. We all have different abilities, and they're all right. It's art. It's not wrong. So definitely no wrong way. All right. Let's have fun. All right, this week's theme is King for a Day, where you are supposed to do something masculine, basically, to honor your gentleman for the day. Boy, this was a hard theme for me, but I decided to do something just cutesy that was masculine and not take it literal, because I want to drive home that you don't have to be literal. Sometimes a little bit outside of the box is a welcome, refreshing inspiration. So what I did is, aren't mama's babies boys just they're kings? Like, we just love our baby boys, right? I mean, I love my daughters too, don't get me wrong, but I absolutely, they're just mama's boys, daddy's girls. That's how it works, right? The old saying is true. And I made this cute little bear boy who is on a skateboard just to do something a little bit outside the box, but it's still masculine oriented. And I know boy embellishments are hard to come by for some reason, right? But so that's what I've decided to do. Now this is a Temu die, and this is actually from a recent haul. I will put that haul link so you can find this in the description, but don't be surprised if it's not available anymore. Temu is famous for that, right? So you'll be able to see other dies that I have purchased as well, but this one will be in that haul. And hopefully if it's something you're interested in, you can get it. So I have already created a few, as you can see here. They're all a little bit different because I use my scraps. So the papers are what they are. I just sit and I go through my scraps and I die cut them, okay? I always put one together because I like to see these Temu dies in action. Like, do they really work? Because they're cheap, right? So I did already put the skateboard together because there are a lot of little parts. See all the little bits? But we're gonna get it, we're gonna do it together. Y'all are gonna do it with me, right? So first, what I learned, this is the very first one I made, okay? I didn't like the way the mouth turned out, and it's a little janky because you have to, as you put them together, a lot of these Temu dies, you learn two things. One, you need to kind of highlight them by inking and using your markers to make them look the way they look in the picture. Two, there is an order to put the pieces in together. Does that make sense? Together so that it turns out right. So I did learn I've got to make the ball cap head first and the shorts with the shoes first. So we'll start with the shorts, and I use my tweezers. I use my pickup tool from Close to My Heart. I did cut it in half because it was driving me crazy. So just like so, we're gonna put a little dab of glue on each one here. Oops, I think this goes this way, just like so. And this one goes this way, like so. Okay. I don't even know why they have a jagged edge on them, because you can't see them. You're putting shorts on one side and you're putting shoes on the other. But now I have learned to, I don't want my hands to be in the way. I apologize. Just when you use the Scotch Quick Dry or your art glitter glue, just push it for a moment. It'll stick. You'll be able to work with it and it'll dry fast. Hence Quick Dry, right? Now, the fine tip applicator, it's a must. And if you use the art glitter glue, it comes in a kit. But if you use the Scotch tacky glue and or a different type of glue, you need to find these. Now, I have these in my Amazon store, but you can look up fine tip applicator. It took me, I had to order 3 different ones before I found the right one to fit my bottle. And it will fit both the 4 ounce and the 8 ounce. I had somebody ask me that, so it will do that. Okay, and just like that, we have his little shoes on. Now, I use my tweezers a lot. I use my tweezers because I can see where it's going. And then we're gonna put, these are the bases of his shoes, the soles, I guess, not really the bases. You know me, I make up my own words. Now, somebody asked me if any of my dies ever didn't cut right, or if I ever had a problem with my dies from Temu. No, well, that's not true. I've had one problem and Temu reimbursed me right away, and I still got to keep the die, which, I mean, it didn't work right, so it really didn't matter. But this one goes on this side. So if you do have an issue, reach out to that customer service line, and they are really, really good about reimbursing you and making it right. Like, literally, it's instant credit that you get. So just like that, there is that. So we'll oh no, I still gotta put the shoelaces on. Got ahead of myself. But if you have any issues, now the key to that is you only have 30 days to do that. So when you get your products from Temu, I do suggest trying them so that you will know if there's a cutting issue with the die. I had a girlfriend, she's had to, and a couple stamps she's had to, but they reimbursed her and they sent her a new one. So she got to keep the old one and she got a new one. So yeah, amazing. So let's see, these are our shirt pieces. This is our gentleman's hat. Now these are embossed, and I know there's no way for you to see it, but there's an outline of where the hat is supposed to go exactly. So you just use that template so you know where to position things. And I love these dies. I will tell you, I'm graduating from the ones that are under $1 up to $1.50, and I'm starting to buy the more expensive dies on Temu that are between $2.50 and $5. I enjoy the more expensive ones. And I guess I kind of look at it this way. Yes, I'm trying to save money. I mean, that's the whole point, right? But I look at it this way. If I have to do all those tiny little parts, which what seem to come in those cheaper dies, then, and I'm not having fun, what's the point? And $2.50 to $5 is still better than what I used to pay. I was paying sometimes $30 a set for a stamp and a die set. That was too much. I mean, normally I would say on average it would be like $2.50, but pardon me, $15 for a stamp die set when I would find them on sale. But $5, that's still saving $10. I can buy 3 for what I bought 1 for back in the day. So I'm just gonna put his little eyes, again, they're embossed on there, and I know you can't see that. Okay, so next I need to put his shirt, oh no, we have his cap. The top to his cap, this part right here. This had a lot of pieces, and you guys, I made 20 of these. It took me over a week. Now, I did projects in between, but I would just sit at night and die cut all the parts once I put one together. Oh, I think I got squirrel. I'll talk about me making this first one. Once I figured out, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I learned which parts to put on first and how to put them on and all that stuff. Oh gosh, I got squirreled again. I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to remember to do this. Oh, once I got into deciding to do it, then I would just sit in the evenings after my husband come home, and I would sit in front of the TV with TV tray and sit and put them together. So this is my last one I have to put together. So if you notice, I know I'm all over the place. If you notice, this one, the mouth is different than like on this one. I didn't like it. I also did not see the point in this tiny little string that came off of the shirt jacket. No, it wasn't working for me. So I eliminated that. So don't be afraid if you don't want to use a certain part of the die, if it's really not noticeable when you're making bulk ones of them. Sometimes I eliminate some of the pieces just to make it easier for me. And this is with the total embossed done. I didn't like the mouth like that. I like it a lot better like this, but that's just personal preference. You should do it however you like. Okay, so now we got the bottom half. We got his cute little noggin put on, and we're gonna glue his shirt on. Now this shirt comes in 3 pieces, and you most definitely could ink all of these. I do think it would add a little bit more to it. Me personally, I didn't have that much time. So first I glued, and you notice I only glued it in the corner. Second, we're gonna do the white t-shirt that's underneath. So then we're gonna run a dab of glue along the edge here. And yes, it took me a little bit to figure out how this one would go together the best. It really did. And I'm just gonna slide it right underneath there and press it down. Now, the reason I don't glue this over here on the edge here is because I have to tuck things in. So it made it hard to do it up at the top. Next, I need to run a bead of glue. And this time I am gonna put a little bit on that little piece of shorts that sticks out right up here, okay? And I'm just going to make sure that this is the same length as this one and run it right on up here, just like so. And then I have the bottom half of his jacket. Well, it still has a little collar. This took me a while. I don't know. Maybe I was having a bad day. I don't know. All right, first we're gonna do the small piece over here. Now we're only gonna glue the bottom half of it, just like so, and you line it up right there, okay? Then we leave this up because we have to tuck his head in there. So just like we did on that one, except this time I'm gonna glue here. I'm telling you guys, this one was a process. Some of them are very detailed, but they're so worth it. I love them. Okay, just like so. All right, now we gotta tuck his head in. So I know by experience that I need to put a little bit here and I need to put a little bit here, okay? And we're gonna go just like this and slide his cute little face and then just hold it in place, okay? Just like that. And if you look in the photo, it does overlap on his face a little bit, okay? Just like that. Yay! Okay, so now we're gonna follow, I don't know if you can see the etching, but it has the etching of where his body is supposed to go. So I just put a little bit of glue on here, and then I follow that line just right. No, that's too low. There we go. Just like that. How stinking cute is he? Now, the only thing I eliminated is the little string, but that's okay. Now I will flip it over, and any little parts that I can take my fine line applicator and stick a little dab of glue in, that's what I've been doing, because especially around this head. And here's what you can do, right? Let me get out of my Mr. Don Juan up here, my Pringles can. You could take a border strip, okay, and you could glue it right here and give it some stability. And I truly, oops, let's put some more. It's a little bit longer than I thought it was. Just like that. No one will ever know on the front. It's not gonna add any bulk because this is a mini swap, so we want it to be flat. And it'll give that a little more stability. So I did that. Now you wanna write your name on the back. Let's see, we wanna use a pencil so that ink does not bleed through, or if you have a light stamp, which I do, you're gonna write your name on the back, and we are ready to send those to our Captain so that we can swap with our friends. Now, not everybody that's in the hop is part of the embellishment swaps on Gender's Corner, but it's so fun to be inspired. So definitely check out those other gals. Come and join us. Tell me, do you like your Temu dies? Do you put dies together once before you make them in bulk? Do you just wing it and put it together the first time? Do you only make one? Do you do swaps? You guys let me know. That's how I get to know you. It's how I learn and we share information, and I always reply to your comment because I appreciate you taking the time to watch and chitty chat with me. Be blessed. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.